For South African car makers, one of the supply chain concerns created by the Ukraine conflict centers on palladium, platinum and rhodium.
If we look at the significance that Russia plays in terms of its output of some of those metals, Russia is a really important producer of some of those metals. So palladium, Russia produces about 44% of the world's annual mine supply, which is obviously a very big number. And palladium is very important for the auto sector. Similar story for platinum. Russia is about 14% of global mine supply for platinum. And again, for auto cats, which go into cars or vehicles, those metals are very important. And then if we look at something like, I don't know if you've seen nickel over the past week, had a short squeeze and doubled in price overnight. If these prices were to hold for nickel, it would be very significant for car makers.
Players in the sector are making alternative arrangements.
We have already started a process where we want to identify raw materials that we have in South Africa that we can beneficiate in South Africa so that we also reduce our dependence on international markets.
The auto sector has created a localization council to localize component manufacture. 10 components have been identified for development.
We know which those components are, and we want to be able to make sure that the entire manufacturing process, from the extraction of minerals up until the finished product, is actually done in South Africa and locally as part of our localization ambitions. And we're currently working very hard to be able to finalize those 10, and hopefully before the end of the second quarter, we'll certainly be in a position to start at least with a few of the 10 that we've already started identifying.
As the South African auto sector rebounds, and the data showing that, the news of the conflict and the sanctions imposed mean that those commodities that the South African auto sector relies on are going to be in short supply.